Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. I have another pocket envelope style I want to show you. It's similar to one that I had made not too long ago, or might have been a while back actually. And it's this sort of style envelope pocket. And it's just got a way where you can decorate the top part with some trim and punch a hole so it looks like a tag shape pocket envelope, or you could do it this way where you can punch two holes on each side and add a lovely trim and decorate that this way, and you can add some dangles onto your bow. And then you can also stack these and make a few of these and add a binder ring to it, and then you've got a stack of these attached to a binder ring. So I wanted to recreate another one in a larger size, and also one where you can make it wider as well, and one where you can add an extra pocket, so one with a double pocket. And this is just a lovely cute little size for some little small ephemera pieces, tea bag sachet, a little packaged jewelry, just a smaller size. So I thought I'd try and make another one in a larger size, which is this size here. So you can see there is a difference in the size, but I will put the video to this size down below if you wanted to get the measurements, if you wanted to make a smaller size, and also just to see how you can make these. And I think I've got a couple of ideas on what you can do with these, so I'll put the link to this video down below. But this is the size that I made, and it's a larger size. It's also a deeper pocket, so it's great to store some of your scrap pieces of papers, your junk journal paper scraps, ephemera pieces, recipe cards, just anything you like. You can add your notes in here. It's also a good size for a mini pocket journal to fit in here as well. So I just thought I would make another one, and it's got this little decorated part here on the top instead of just having a plain envelope. And then I made this is the wider one, so you can see this is more wider. So you can also again put a larger journal in here if you wanted to, or use this as well to store other of your crafting paper supplies. So you can see these are the two different widths, but the height is the same. And then I decided to change it up a little bit and make a longer one, which I do like this one actually. And this one has an extra pocket in the front, and then there is like a vellum window at the back of this taller envelope. And if you don't have any vellum, you can use tracing paper, or you can just use another piece of scrap paper to make the back part of this envelope. And I'm going to show you how to make this one as well. So here in the front is the little front tuck pocket. So you can add a tag in here, some little notes, some other bits and pieces of ephemera. And then I used a Velcro dot for a closure. Then at the back here is the deep vellum pocket at the back, so you can still be able to peek through and see what's inside the back of the envelope. And this is the front pocket. So I thought this would make a great size as well for more of your larger books or notebooks. So you can also, so this is one of a book, or like a flip book folio that I've made, and I'll just quickly show you how this looks like. And if you want to see the tutorial for this one, I'll put this one down below too. So it opens up this way, and there is a side pocket, and I've put in here a couple of note cards, and then there is a little side pocket here, and that flips over this way to another little flip page where I've used some crochet string to tie this. It flips that way to another tuck pocket where I've just placed some little snippet of word strips. There's a little tuck pocket there, and then over here is an envelope again where you can put some more bits and pieces in there. Another tuck pocket here for another tag or some ephemera pieces. There is another tuck pocket here at the back where I've just placed a note card. So you can see there is also a few things in this folio, and that's the back. So there are a few things that I've got in here, and I was still able to fit this inside the back of this. I'll just put that to the side. I was able to fit this inside the back of this envelope. So that will fit in there. So just try to get that in without, so that goes in there nicely. So that's another great way to put that. I've got another, one of my other little mini flip books again that I've made. That goes that way and then opens that way to another pocket on this side. There was another pocket here. I love making these interactive flip books. They're just so fun and they are so easy to make, and you can fit quite a few things in here and still be able to fit it inside one of these envelopes. This can actually fit here in the front like that, and then you could add, you know, some of your other bits and pieces here at the back. So you can do that. And I did make it this size. I did make it this height intentionally so that you can put, say, a journal that is 6 inches in height. So I made it so you could fit that in there. So this is, I think, 6 inches in height. This is another journal that I made, or a folio journal. This has a closure that way. And there's a little pocket here. And there is another pocket here. Then I used some book pages and some of my tea stain papers to make some pages. Just a small signature of pages in here. And there is another back pocket here with a double file tab note card folder. So that can go in there. And I thought I'd make it this high, so if you wanted to fit one of your slim journals that's in 6 inches in height, that would fit nicely in there as well. So it's a nice way to gift a slim journal in one of these envelopes. And then you've got another tuck pocket here in the front for some extra added goodies that you may want to add to your envelope. So I'm going to show you how to make both these envelopes, and I'll link down below the videos and tutorials if you're interested in making any of these ones, or if you just wanted to have a look, as well as this one. Okay, so what we're going to do is these two was made with 1 12 by 12 paper, so you can make a set, like a coordinating envelope with the double pocket vellum envelope with 1 12 by 12 paper. And I just use single-sided scrapbook paper from a 12 by 12 single-sided paper pad. It's not very thick, it's not thin, it's just a good thickness to make these envelopes. This size here, I made this cutting the paper at 8 inches. So if you wanted to make a longer one, you can make it at whatever width you want, and the measurements for your scoring is exactly the same as this one. This one's a different measurements, but if you wanted to make it in the same width, in a wider envelope, you can make that as well with the same measurements. Just as the same as this one, if you want to make this wider, you can also do that as well. The scoring is the same, it just depends what width you would like to make yours. But we're going to make this one. So this one here, you just cut your paper at 8 inches if you want to make this one, and then you can follow the same score lines as this size. So we're going to make this one and this one with the extra vellum piece. If you don't have vellum or tracing paper, just grab a scrap piece of paper and you can still make that into another pocket. So I'll just give you the measurement for this piece first, and you want to cut that at 6 inches. So 6 inches by 4 3/4 inches. So 6 inches by 4 3/4 inches. I'll put all the measurements down below for you as well, so you've got that for reference. And I have here a single-sided 12 by 12 paper. And I'm just going to cut that in half at 6 inches. So I'll have 2 pieces at 6 inches by 12 inches. And I've got the wrong blade in here, so it may not cut nicely. What I do is these, the blades, once they wear out, I don't throw these out. I keep these so I can have a rough edge torn for my junk journal journals and papers. I like to give it that rough edge look, so I just keep these, and that gives me that sort of not smooth, a smooth cut. Now I've still got that in here, so just hopefully it won't give me a terrible cut. So I'm just going to cut mine at 6 inches, so just in half, 6 by 12 inches. And there we go, I have 2 pieces. So to make the envelope first without the vellum, so we'll go ahead and we're going to do that first. I'm just going to find my scoring tool, and I think I've misplaced it somewhere. Let me just grab another score tool. And I just wanted to point out, and that paper's gone as well. I did have it. If you want to make, if you have the pattern that's in a directional, like in a one-way direction, you want your paper to be facing the right side. So if your paper has one pattern facing one way, turn it around so that it's facing down to the right. So on the 12-inch side, we are going to score at 3 1/4 inches all the way to the bottom, 7 3/4 inches, 8 1/2 inches, and 9 1/4 inch. So the scores were 3 1/4 inches, 7 3/4 inch, 8 1/2 inches, 9 1/4 inches. And then we're just going to turn it around on the 6-inch side, and we're just going to score in at 1/2 inch on both sides all the way to the bottom. I'm just going to score that 1/2 inch all the way to the bottom. And I'm just going to flip it this way. Do the same. And what we're going to do here is we are going to, where we've got the 3 score lines here, we're going to cut and remove all of this till we get to that score line. So we're just going to remove these 2 pieces by going through and stopping there, and we're going to remove those. I'll use the scissors. So let's just go ahead and we'll cut that all the way there. And then I'm just going to angle cut that just a little bit. And I'm going to do the same to the other side. And then I'm going to just turn it around this way. We're going to remove these 2 pieces. Well, we're also going to angle that as well. Right, so we've got that. I'm just going to fix this here. And I also want to, I'm thinking of doing a live this weekend, possibly this weekend, hopefully, or not next weekend. I'm going to do a live, and I'll put all the details down below for you. So what we're going to do here, we are going to corner around these corners. So my daughter's dog just walked up. My daughter just come in, and her cavoodle is here as well, and she just came into the room. All right, so I'm going to corner around these 4 corners. All right, so we have that all done now. What we'll do next is we are going to fold these 2 sides in. I'll do that. And we'll fold this piece up, and that's going to give us the bottom part of the envelope, as you can see. Oh, Pippa, she's a cute little dog. All right, so now we've got these 3 score lines. We're going to fold over on that middle score line first. So we'll fold that down. And then with this score line down here, we're just going to fold that forward and then fold that back just to give it a bit of, just so it moves around a little bit. And that is, I might just do that. So that will give us that envelope. So with this one, I didn't glue down the valley fold. I thought that was just to make it easy for it to sort of open. It gives it a bit of just gives it a bit of movement for it to open if you want to get anything out. Whereas with the one that I've made, I glued it down. So you can leave yours unglued like that, or you can glue yours down. One didn't glue down well, but I might glue mine down. So what we'll do first, we're going to add glue to these 2 sides, so we can close up the bottom part of the envelope. Yes, so I'm going to do a live, so I could say hello to everyone and be able to maybe try and answer any questions you may have, or you just want to pop over and say hello. I'm going to probably do it Sunday morning, Australian, Sydney, Australia time. So if it's 9 o'clock here in Sydney, I'm not sure what it would be somewhere where you are around the world. You might have to Google the time frame difference, but I'll do my best to try and fit it around everyone's time frame. I just thought I just wanted to be able to personally be able to just say hello to each and every one of you that leave comments and watch my videos, and I just thought I will see how I go with doing a live. I've done one a couple of years or so ago, and it's been a while now since I last done one. So I'm going to see how that goes, and I will post it down below I think in the post part of my channel, and also on my Instagram. So it's just as a reminder for you, if you wanted to join me. And I might just make a little project as I chit chat with you all. So I'm a bit nervous, but excited as well. All right, so what I've done is I've just added glue to the valley fold, and I'm just going to press that in and have that all sealed up now. And that just sort of decorates your envelope a little bit, so you can see that it still opens nicely. And then you just punch a couple of your holes, or if you want to just punch one in the center, you could do that, whichever way you would prefer. I'm just going to try and eyeball the distance, and then you just wrap your trim around there, and you can then decorate it. And that part of your envelope is all done for this one. So I didn't add any trim, but you just wind your string as many times as you like, add some dangles. You can just add a couple of little bits of pieces here and just decorate that way. Now for the next one is this one here, which I love this one. It's just such a great size, and you can make a ton of these with your 12 by 12 paper. All right, so we're going to grab the other piece, and grab my scoreboard, and I'm going to turn it down this way so you can see the score lines maybe a bit better. And oh look, I found my scoring tools on the other side. All right, so on the 12-inch side, we are going to score at 1 3/4 inches, 8 1/2 inches, 9 1/4 inches, and 10 inches. And we'll turn this around again on the 6-inch side, and we're just going to score in the same way at 1/2 inch on both sides. So 1/2 inch all the way down, and 1/2 inch all the way down. And we're going to cut it exactly the same as we had done That's Pippa. If you can hear any little scratching noises on the door, Pippa's trying to get into the craft room. But Jester is in here, and if Pippa comes in, there's going to be a little bit of excitement going on in here. So Pippa will just have to wait till I've done this video. So we're going to do the same thing. We are going to remove. We're going to cut up and stop there, and the same onto this side. And my granddaughter is here too, so can't wait to see her. So they're in the lounge room at the moment waiting for me. So we're just going to keep going until we get to that last score line. And again, just cutting it into an angle. And go to the other side and do the same, going all the way. And we'll remove these two pieces. Just going to turn that around. My daughter is having a market this Saturday, selling her fabric journal pouches. So I will be going over there this afternoon to help her out with what she needs. Help her out looking after Ariel while she goes into her sewing room to make more pouches for the markets. So she's going to be a bit busy this week. And what we're going to do is the same thing. We're going to corner around these four corners. Oops, sorry about that. And we are going to do the same. We're going to fold these in. And then this is the bottom part. We're going to just fold that up for now. We'll grab the vellum piece. I'll just repeat the measurements. That was 6 inches by 4 3/4 inches. That's going to get placed on the inside, and we're going to add some glue just to the bottom first. And then we will place that just above the fold line or the score line and glue that down. Just try and keep it in the middle. And we'll now glue the two sides of the vellum just all the way to the top. Actually, yep, that's right. All the way to the top and on this side. Now we can close that up. That will now give us that back vellum window pocket. Just going to press it all down so it doesn't sort of And then what we'll do here is we're going to open this up and add glue to these two sides, and that will give us the front pocket. You can hear that barking in the background. That's Pippa. She's just out. Oh, she gets really excited when she comes here. And just as in here snoring behind me. So there we have that all done. So now you have that pocket, and then you have that back pocket. And we're just going to do the same thing, fold along that center fold line as we had done like the other, the first envelope. Just put that up and fold that. And I'm not going to glue this one down. I'm just going to leave that just so you can see that you can still do it without gluing it down. Still going to punch the holes in here. That will just give it a bit more, doesn't restrict you from trying to get what you need to get out, so you can open it up a little bit and then you'll be able to get in there instead of having that glue down. You can also have your vellum you can trim it down a little bit more lower if you don't want it this high. So you can go down maybe at 4 inches. or 4.5 inches, and that way it's easier for you to get your hand in there to get what you need. So you can decide, you can even angle cut that down a little bit, just making sure that you don't go past the edge of the closure. So you can angle cut that down, you can tear the edge down a little bit, so you can make that height, whatever height you like. So these are just some of these new envelope styles that I decided to make. I think these are fun, a little bit different. You've got that nice decorative top. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And hopefully you'll join me when I come back on here and do my live. So I'm hoping to do it Sunday morning. So hopefully I'll see you then, or join you on my live then. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now.